inside the building. Do you know anything in regards to that? One was in September and two in October.
No, I do not know.
Lieutenant, how did this suspect allegedly get the gun inside the school?
I have no clue. You know, hopefully if we find the weapon, that might take us in a different direction.
And I guess I should ask a quick follow-up to that is, did anybody witness him with the gun prior to the shooting?
It is my understanding there were several people had seen him with the gun that morning.
Did anybody report it?
Not to my knowledge. Or they didn't report it to us.
Can you tell us what exactly happened in that temporary building?
No, ma'am, I cannot.
With the other witnesses who saw him possibly brandish the weapon?
There were other people in the room when the shooting happened. Unfortunately, there's only two people who know what really happened, and one of them is not able to speak for himself, and the suspect is not cooperating.
And so what do you think the motive is? The DA earlier said this was not intentional. They don't believe it's intentional.
We did have some information that it may be an unintended discharge, but we can't confirm that because the suspect is not cooperating.
Lieutenant, has he been uncooperative from the beginning, from the moment you guys?
Yes.
This happened in a room?
Yes.
A classroom? And how many students were in the room, do we know?
I do not know. I know I think there were 6 in the room where the shooting actually happened, but they were not in the actual classroom.
So, Lieutenant, is the second person in custody still?
No.
So they're not in custody?
He was released, no charges.
Now, the other people who were witnesses, could they possibly get into trouble? Could they be charged with anything?
I don't have any information to support that right now.
The second person who was also arrested, he cooperated with the authorities, and did he say anything that we know?
No, ma'am.
Why was he taken into custody?
He was simply with our suspect.
Is he a minor as well?
He is an adult.
How old
What's
is
the
he?
connection?
He's 17.
And how did you get to behind the convenience store?
Well, I really don't want to divulge any investigative techniques at this time to hamper us any further or future investigations.
What's the connection between the suspect and the victim? Were they friends? Has he said anything about that?
As best we can tell, they were just students. They may have some personal interaction in the past, but to what extent we don't know because the suspect's not cooperating with us.
Lieutenant, what's the age of the victim?
19 years old.
Of the victim?
The victim is 19.
What have the suspect's parents said about what happened? The suspect's parents, you talked to them, what are they saying?
I have not talked directly to them. That would be a question for my investigators. But from what I understand, the parents were supportive of our efforts, but understandably looking to protect their child. So we understand that part of the dynamic.
Lieutenant, does he have a lawyer? Did he ask for a lawyer? Does he have a lawyer at this point, do you know?
I do not know if he's got a lawyer. He just told us he did not want to talk to us.
Your investigator that's here, can you describe you say he's uncooperative, but can you describe his demeanor since you've encountered him and his demeanor during the conversations that you've had with him?
His demeanor's been calm. I haven't seen any remorse.
What do you mean? What remorse? What do you mean you haven't seen remorse?
Well, remorse is, being sorry for what you did. Had he talked to us or I guess displayed physical signs of remorse, maybe that might be one avenue for us to consider, but at this point, that hasn't happened.
If anything, what does that tell you?
That were around there, did they say there was an argument perhaps that led
No,
to it?
we have no information to support anything about an argument.
Who owns the gun?
Don't know, we don't have it.
Did the parents say if they had guns in their home?
No, we didn't ask the question.
Have you done a search of their home?
No.
Do you plan to?
If we have information to authorize a search of somebody's home, yes.
Could students who were aware that the gun was at school earlier in the day be in trouble because they didn't report it?
That's a school policy. They're not in trouble with us, so that's something the school will have to deal with.
What would your message to maybe parents be to maybe tell their kids about the importance of if you see someone with a gun at school, you should probably say something?
Absolutely. If you see something, say something. That's how a lot of these things are prevented. Unfortunately, kids tend to be a little tight-lipped to protect, their other students, but then we end up with a result like this from time to time, and it's unfortunate.
Is it possible to be more specific about, how many students had seen the suspected gunman with the alleged weapon before he pulled it out and shot, and how far apart were these sightings?
I don't know. I can tell you that a lot of this we're hearing from social media. A lot of this we're hearing from student to student.
Lieutenant, can you say, or do you know why HISD police turned to you all to take over at the point in which they did?
You'll have to ask them. You know, I can't speak. You know, certainly we have a memorandum of understanding in place that some cooperating, we cooperate with surrounding agencies to the best of our ability, and they cooperate with us.
Going back to the search for the weapon, we saw that y'all had the canines and everything out there. Searches continue tonight. What are you telling residents in the area when it comes to possibly finding that weapon?
If they do find a weapon, do not touch it and to call us immediately.
Do you releasing the identity of the suspect?
No. He's a juvenile.
Detective, witnesses give you any idea where he may have ditched the weapon?
We don't have any witnesses to his path of travel after he left the school. We can only guess.
So if you had 3,000 people inside this building and someone was shot, would you tell them to evacuate, or would you tell them to lock down?
We would actually tell them to get out of the building. If, you know, unless the fire's coming from outside the building, but if we're inside the building, gunfire breaks out, leave.
Are any other students being questioned in regards to, or any further question, people going to get questioned?
We've already conducted a number of interviews. If information comes to our knowledge that would support another, certainly we'll keep going, but for right now, we're done.
I know it's been a day, but do you feel like, based on your interviews, you mentioned that some of the information you've gotten is from social media and secondhand. Do you feel like there are students that are withholding or not providing information? Like, are you getting cooperation that you need from the student body and from people who are witnessing this happen?
Yes, when we approach students, they are cooperating with us, but it's up to us to find out who they are, you know, where we need to target our efforts.
Okay, so you said there were 6 students in that room, and only the shooter and the victim know what happened. Did the other students see anything, and why or why not?
From our interviews, they were doing different activities inside the same area. They all heard what was going on, but nobody actually saw it.
Was there an adult in that room, a staff member?
I'll defer that to Detective Macedo here in just a minute.
Detective Macedo?
No, ma'am.
Okay, one student told me that several of the students were looking at the gun and kind of playing with it
Okay.
before the shooting. Is that what you were told?
That's similar information, yes, ma'am.
And the teen who was with the alleged shooter, is he helping him? Was he trying to convince him to surrender? Was he just with him?
We're in the early stages of that part of the investigation, but there'll be more to come on that issue.
You mentioned that there was not an adult inside the room. Do you know how long these kids were left unattended?
I do not. Detective Macedo might.
Detective?
No, we do not know how long.
Okay.
Did the shooting happen in a closet?
No, it was it's an open area similar to this.
In a room?
Do we
Yes.
have a chance to have the same information in Spanish with Detective Macedo?
Yes, he'll be available for an
Okay, it's
interview.
in the supply room, right? JROTC.
Yes, it was a supply room.
Okay, so what were the students in there telling you that were in there at the time?
Basically what you've been telling us. The suspect had been showing the gun. Some students left the room prior to the shooting because of seeing the gun.
But none of them proceeded to go tell another adult or anything?
Not to our knowledge.
Did they say anything about why the suspect was showing the gun other than?
No.
Any indication that they had brought a gun to the classroom or to campus before and just nothing had happened?
Not before yesterday.
Did they provide a better description showing the holster, pulling it out of the holster, aiming it? Did they give more detail to how he's playing with the gun in the classroom?
From what I understand, it was tucked in his waistband.
So just to be clear on the first question, because students say that the guns on these 3 different occasions, said that the guns were found. So if they were found, was the police department never notified?
HISD typically will do their own investigations. I guess in this instance, it might have been above their resources at the time, and they reached out to us, and we gladly agreed to help them. Okay.
What is the name of the deceased?
Cesar Cortez.
Can you spell it?
Standard spelling of
Yes. Cesar. Last name is Cortez, C-O-R-T-E-Z. Yes.
Lieutenant, does your department have any issue with how HIS handled their part of this investigation?
I don't think it's appropriate for me to comment on that right now. We're still very early in the entire investigation.
Is there any reason to believe that the suspect was being bullied or anything like that?
No.
Any mental issues, anything on the suspect?
Not to our knowledge.
Did the suspect admit to the shooting?
Not to us. He doesn't want to talk to us.
To your knowledge, is the